in the butt. Time to send material selection. Right click. Let's select this guy. Okay. Oh, that's why. Forgot to convert it to an editable poly. So let's right click, convert to editable poly. And then we're going to there we go. Okay, convert that to polygon. Select that, go back to the materials, grab our yellow one, do assign material to selection. We're going to orbit around, grab the other one, right click, do assign material to selection, right click, do top level to get out of it. So now I'm going to Alt W to get into this viewport. I'm just going to copy, move this. Just copy. So now I'm going to grab the corner. Just move that. Okay. Do the same thing. And one more. Okay. So now if we go back into our 3D, you can see we're starting to get the structure of it. So the back is going to go here, the seat is going to go there. So looks like that back one's actually a little bit longer. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to stretch. So I have that selected. I'm going to apply a modifier called stretch. We're going to, so I'm going to select the gizmo, which is just where the effect is applied from, and I'm going to move it to the center. I'm going to stretch. That's not working correctly. Here's my top view. My y-axis. Well, that does not seem to be working very well, so we're just going to do it the old-fashioned way. I'm going to click up here and delete that. So I'm going to select this, do the same thing, right-click, polygon, and move that edge out. So I'm looking in my front viewport. Orbit around. Select. Let's press Z to zoom in on this. Select that. I'm going to move that one out. I'm looking in my front viewport again as I'm doing this. So now you can see that that occupies that whole space, which is quite handy. Okay, so now the only thing we have left to do is do these two backs. And for these guys, we are going to use modifiers, and they're going to work correctly because that would be quite handy. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do, well, first I'm going to right click to get out of okay, we're out of it. So I'm going to grab a line. I'm going to kind of guess Alt W. I'm going to Alt W to maximize this. I'm going to kind of guess that this is along that line right there. I don't know if you guys can see that pink line. And I'm going to click there and then just hit enter or escape to get out of that. So I'm going to go to the modify palette. The first modifier I'm going to do is an extrude. So what that does, if we do Alt W to get out of here, I'm going to increase the amount here. You can see that's just going to move that line outwards. So what I want to do is I want to move that original line so that it lines up with that. And then we can decrease that and kind of tweak it. So you can see what I'm looking at is in my right view here. I want this to fill up the whole thing. So as I play with this extrude amount, it kind of lets me fine tune it a little bit more. So the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to do Alt-W to get out of here. And now the next modifier is called Shell. Not Path Deform Binding, that's not going to help us. We're going to do Shell up here. So now what you can see is the shell is taking that extrusion and it's going to make a solid object out of it. So we don't want outer amount, we want inner amount. So where I'm looking now is I'm looking right here as I'm editing this. And we can actually type in 0.5. That's not what we wanted. 0.5 inches. That is what we wanted. Okay. So yeah, you can see that gives us our back. So we're going to do the exact same thing for the leg here. Just realized I have my snaps on still. So create splines line. I'm just going to draw this line here. Oop. Enter or exit. Then we're going to go to modify, modifier list, extrude. Move this back. Nope, not that one. Select this guy and move him. And it's conveniently set that amount to what we already need it to be from the last one. So then we're going to do shell. Let's see if shell will do that for us. That would be rather convenient. Oh, it does. That's wonderful. Okay. So I'll W this. You can see that we now have our nice little table, or our chair, whatever furniture apparatus we're making today. So we're going to go in, I believe that's, yeah, blue and red. So we're going to have to make more materials, material standard, architectural, double click, diffuse color, we're going to do red, saturation up, turn the shininess up, because I believe it was pretty shiny, 38 sounds about right. So we'll select our back, right click, do assign material selection. Ta-da! So now we're going to do the same thing for the seat. Double click on the new material, diffuse color blue, turn that saturation up, turn the shininess up. This one was like 38, right? Well, this one's going to be 35. Select seat, right click on the material, do assign material to selection. So Tim has not gone over rendering with you guys yet, but this is the part where you'd start to set up your lighting and all that kind of stuff and get it all set up to look all pretty. Okay? So that's just a quick overview. Feel free to email your TAs or Tim or me if you have a question, and have a great day.